Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Year in Review Regional Roundtable Series, brought to you by the Employment Law Alliance, the world's largest network of labor and employment lawyers from the best law firms around the globe.
Hi, everyone. This is John Tucker talking to you from Caracas, from the law firm of Lega. We are the ELA law firm for Venezuela. Lega has been around for over 80 years. We have offices in Caracas, of course, Maracaibo, Barquisimeto, and Valencia, and we have reach in all of the major cities. These developments mainly have to do because of the hyperinflation problem caused in Venezuela over the past 5 years, where employers have to help their employees during this hyperinflation problem. And the way of doing that was by having employers give their employees some extraordinary benefits in foreign currency, in US dollars, if you will. So many of these problems are caused because of those payments given by employers to employees in foreign currency, and that whether or not those payments were considered salary or not. Today, or last year in 2022, we saw a big number of cases and claims being brought before the courts of employees filing claims asking that these extraordinary payments made to them in foreign currency be considered salary for the purposes of other employment benefits in Venezuela, such as the seniority benefits, vacation bonuses, and year-end bonuses. There were procedural difficulties for employees to be able to show these extraordinary payments in foreign currency were actually made, and therefore it was difficult at first for courts to award these claims to the employees. However, last year in 2022, courts have relaxed some of these procedural rules and evidentiary rules and have allowed for easier processes, making or allowing employees to show that they in fact received these payments, and therefore awarding certain benefits to the employees. Another issue that we saw in 2022 and that had to do with these payments in foreign currency was the claim specifically for late interest as a result of not having paid certain benefits. The courts in these cases have said that even though payments were made in foreign currency, the applicable interest rates for the calculation of these late interests was the interest rate set by the Central Bank of Venezuela. Although we disagree with these decisions, the courts have said that despite the fact that foreign currency was a payment method, interest still needs to be calculated in the local interest rate. Finally, by the end of 2022, we saw a change in criteria regarding moral damages in work accident claims. Before 2022, moral damages were extremely low, and it was very rare for courts to award these damages in work accident cases. However, this changed last year, and we saw a couple of cases where the courts now granted a very high amount in moral damages to those employees that had suffered work accidents. This is important because basically it is a reminder to employers to make sure that they are complying with their occupational safety and health regulations and protocols to make sure that they can avoid and mitigate the risk of moral damages in these cases. Having gone through some of the trends of 2022, let's now make some predictions for 2023. And the first prediction that we see is how minimum wage is determined in Venezuela. One thing that we need to make clear here is that the statutory minimum wage currently applies only to government workers. It is very rare that private sector employers apply the statutory minimum wage. Right now, the statutory minimum wage is around $6 a month for employees. And in the private sector, no employer can retain an employee based on that wage. So now we are dealing with market forces and seeing how the market is the one determining what the minimum wage is for employees in Venezuela. We're currently seeing that the minimum wage of employees in the private sector may be around $150 and $180 a month. And we expect that trend to keep growing higher, maybe between an additional 30 to 40%, given the current inflation rates in Venezuela, and also the fact that our borders are opening up between Colombia and Brazil, and therefore I think that fact that we are now more open to business, our wages will probably compare a little bit more with those of our neighboring countries. Another prediction for 2023 is the increase in misclassification claim or worker misclassification claims in the gig economy. As a result of the pandemic, the gig economy exploded in Venezuela. So basically from 2020 to 2022 and 2023, we saw an increase in demand for ride-hailing businesses as well as delivery businesses. And last year we saw a few claims filed by some of these some of these contractors working for these services. And we'll see and expect an increase in the claims by these contractors claiming misclassification or worker misclassification. Well, that is all for now. We appreciate your time. We thank you. Please, if you have any questions regarding any of the issues that we've mentioned here or any other issue, please do not hesitate to contact us. I mean, you can look us up at our website at lega, lega.law, as well as through the ELA website, which is ela.law. Thanks again. See you soon.